Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Better Together at English with Shinrai Sensei, and today we are going over infinitives. An infinitive is where you pair the word to with a verb in order to make that verb a noun, basically. And it's kind of like how the participle where you add ing makes the word into a noun or an adjective. Well, in this case, it's making it into a noun that things can act upon, or that it can act upon other things, right? And so, in this case, it'll usually be either an object or subject of the sentence, but I tend to see more often in my experience, it tends to be more the object of a sentence where things are acting on the infinitive phrase, right? But it is possible for it to be the subject of the sentence, right? But some examples of infinitives: to talk, to run, to explore, right? Almost always begins with to, right? In an infinitive phrase, they're all underlined in red in the examples here, right? But to walk across the country was her dream in life. To walk across the country is the infinitive phrase. It is the noun of the sentence. Was her dream in life is the action. So that was her dream is kind of the action phrase. It was the fastest way to get there, right? So to get there is the infinitive phrase in this sentence, and it is being acted upon because it's after the was, right? He hoped to understand the past someday. Hoped is acting upon understanding the past, right? So you're going to notice this a lot when you see multiple verbs in a sentence, usually one of the verb, and this relates to the participles that we've already talked about and the infinitives here. When you see multiple verbs in one sentence, usually one of those verbs is not functioning as a verb in the sentence. It's functioning as a noun. It's functioning as a subject of the sentence or the object of the sentence, something that's either being taken action on or is taking action on something else, right? So really what infinitives and the participles that we covered last time, 2 episodes ago, we covered participles. And the participles and these infinitives, really what they boil down to is that one of the verbs, if you have multiple verbs in a sentence, usually one of those verbs is not going to be functioning as a verb. It's only if you got like 2 verbs that are like was having or was doing, something like that. That's where that is still the case. It's still, both are verbs. It's just that one, was is being used as a verb that indicates past action, right? But like I said, in most cases, when you see multiple verbs in a sentence, especially if they're not right next to each other in the sentence, in English, that will tend to indicate that one of those verbs is functioning like a noun and isn't functioning like a verb, right? So I hope that clears things up with these infinitives and kind of clears things up with the participles. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you guys want me to cover any specific topics, once again, leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and peace.